Hello and welcome to the IFP Phoenix Member of the Month conversation for July 2009. I'm Amanda Melby, Executive Director of IFP Phoenix, and I am here with Susan Brigham today. She is a writer, director, filmmaker extraordinaire, and we are pleased to have you here. Thanks for joining me.
You're welcome. It's my pleasure.
So Susan was actually the 2004 Arizona Filmmaker of the Year.
Yeah.
Yeah. She served on the IFP Phoenix Advisory Council, the Phoenix Film Foundation Board of Directors, among many other things.
Right.
What else?
Educational outreach I do
Yes.
with the Phoenix Film Festival. Wherever there's called Screen Wars.
Yes, of course, Screen Wars.
Yes.
So for somebody that's done as much and for someone who's had as many awards and things as you have, you're actually one of the humblest people I know. Nicest people.
Oh, I think that's so sweet. Thank you. Winning, I don't know. I guess to me, winning as a filmmaker, you want to tell a story that you hope will engage people and touch them. And if you win an award, or your actors do, or something like that, you feel like you've succeeded on some level, and it's extraordinary.
So what made you start wanting to make films?
Well, I started out as an actress and loved acting, but there's only so much control you can have as an actor. You can do the best you can do at audition, but other than that, that's it. And even if you get the part, you can't control what take the director uses, how they edit, that kind of stuff. And then eventually I just got to the point where I wanted to have more control. So I wrote a script and I got a really good response to it and just decided to just run with it. So it was my on-the-job training type of experience.
You actually kind of have approached it from a unique way in that you were an actress and then did a feature and now are moving into shorts a little bit. I mean,
Exactly.
A lot of filmmakers start with shorts and go to a feature.
Well, what happened was I've always, I don't know, it's always like throw myself into just to the extreme. Like my first play I did was The Killing of Sister George. I was on stage the entire time. Do you know what I mean? It was just 90 pages of dialogue. That was just the way it was. So the first film was Greasewood Flat, and that was, 200 people, 50 speaking roles, bands, all of that, did the whole thing. And then I guess the thing is I spend so much time agonizing over details and trying to be a perfectionist that what I'm hoping to do with shorts is to allow myself relaxing room. I want to really learn how to grow, and I think by taking on smaller projects that I may be able to do that. So that's really my goal with that.
That's really cool because a lot of people, I think, they get to the level where they're making a feature and they think, oh, there's nothing else to learn.
Oh, I think there always is something to learn. Always.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah.
The other thing that I think is unique about you is that you surround yourself with people who know more than you do in a certain department.
Oh, God.
You're not afraid to bring on somebody who knows more about cameras than you.
Oh, no.
Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely. See, the thing is with me is most of the stuff that I did when I began as a filmmaker, I didn't go to film school. I was an actress who wanted to be a filmmaker. I was a writer who'd never written, a director who'd never directed, that kind of thing. So I'm extremely, I spend a lot of time in preparation, but I also am not afraid to ask questions. I want to be prepared. I want to surround myself with people who know what they're doing. And if I come in as prepared as I can, and then they can, offer something that I know goes beyond what I had originally because I came in prepared, then I can embrace it and trust that it's the best way to go. So to me, that's, hire a DP that knows what they're doing, crew that knows what they're doing, actors, everything can just be elevated just exponentially,
Well, then the work can be organic and wonderful because everybody is confident in what they're doing.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So talk to me about doing Greasewood Flat. What was that experience like?
Greasewood, it still is an experience for me because once you do a film, that's it. It's like it's in your cells. It's like one of your children, and it's just part of it. It's been wonderful. It's been immensely time consuming. It's been extraordinary highs, exceptional lows. Ultimately, it was quite a pleasure for me. I learned that I have skills and abilities that went beyond what I thought. I learned that I could manage people, which was amazing. And I've also learned how much I love directing. I love working with actors, and I think it's because being an actor myself is, that's where I get my greatest connection, is because I feel like I can approach the person as an individual and help, draw out the best performances possible. But with Greasewood, it's been great, taking the film around the country and winning awards. And I've gone to every screening. I stay afterward at every screening and I talk to audience members, and to me that's just the best, is to be able to connect with people after they've seen your work and they feel like they know you and you feel like you know them. And that's the best part of my Greasewood experience. Yeah.
What was it like working with actors of a higher caliber, celebrities, working actors that you solicited from their agents and they agreed to do your project? What was it like working with those kind of actors?
It was awesome. It was amazing. It was scary for me in that, basically I chose actors because I knew who they were and I wanted them, and I would not give up. Some people it took 6 months, 9 months to get, but basically I wrote the roles for certain people and I wanted to have those people. And then because I was scared to actually work with them, not being an experienced director, I went out to LA and I did 2 days of rehearsal. So I paid everyone for rehearsal. So that basically it was a rehearsal for me, but they don't know that. Do you know what I mean? I worked on some key scenes. Yeah, now they do. Yeah, so. But it was really helpful. I was able to get out my jitters without being on the set, So that was gigantic. And it was just, it was wonderful. And for like an actor like Kieran Mulroney, here's an actor, he came on set every single time. The very first take was perfect. And then I would do a safety and he'd do just a little bit differently so that I had room, in the editing room, depending on which way I wanted to go. It was just, it was really wonderful.
So what's next for you?
Well, what is next? I'm very excited. I'm working on a film called, a short film. I'm in pre-production now. It's called The Fenstitute. And it really is, I'm so excited about it. Basically what I want to do is it's a story of a woman who makes a bad choice. And that choice ends up just completely pulling her out of her life. She loses all control. She loses, she's yanked out of her life and put into another life situation where she has no control. And what I kind of want to do with it is I want to take the audience and immerse them into it as if they're her. I just want people to get the feeling of what happens if you make a mistake and there's repercussions and you can't go back. You don't get any second chances. This is it. You made a mistake. This is what happens, and you're thrust in it. And what do you do? And what do you do, knowing that you can't change the situation, to find some semblance of control again? And that's basically what the piece is about. And with the main characters, there's not really any dialogue at all. It's really an internal story, told within themselves, watching others and interacting with each other without dialogue. There is dialogue around the piece, but that's more, it's not really so much like for exposition, but to sort of define the situations that she's now in, what she's facing, what she may be facing, that kind of thing. So it's just, to me, it's just a really cool piece, about an untenable circumstance, and what you do to get, some sort of grip again. So.
And when are you going to shoot that?
I'm going to be shooting that in July. Yeah,
this
end
month?
of July. It is July. Oh my gosh, yes. Dear Lord, 3 weeks, yeah.
And anything further on down the line from that? Are you writing features?
Well, I'm in post-production for a short called Not for the Squeamish, which is about my not-so-happy relationship with my middle-aged stomach. It's true. It's really a goof, but I've had a lot of fun with it, and I'm still playing around with it in post-production, so that's what I'm finishing up.
You're busy.
Yeah, I'm excited. Yeah.
Thank you so much for
Thank you. It was my
joining
pleasure.
us,
It's my pleasure.
We look forward to seeing the shorts from you.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching our IFP Phoenix Member of the Month conversation. Our director was Jay Lee, and I'm Amanda Melby, Executive Director. If you're already an IFP Phoenix member, keep watching our website, ifpphx.org, for upcoming events and activities. And if you're not yet a member, we'd love to have you join us.